This college basketball picks edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Coach June Jones, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. How about them Hokies, Sean?
How about them?
Oh, I'm back, all the way back.
Oh, okay. Football, basketball, everything.
Everything's high right now.
All right, including well, you can toss it out yourself there, but yes, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend from the college experience, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Just great basketball games day in, day out, and this is early feast week. This is beginning, like you're getting just the appetizer of feast week. Before we go into it, I was gonna push for you guys to perhaps do a college basketball show Tuesday morning, but I don't know how much you guys really love it. I mean, I guess since Virginia Tech's doing good, Kramer might be interested, but it's feast week coming up, and it's just one of the most important times in college basketball, year in and year out.
Sean, is that why we're getting super high def Colby right now? I feel like he must be somewhere new because we're seeing more pixels than normal.
Yeah, he's not his normal 8-bit version. He's well lit. Are you doing like a fancy Hollywood photo shoot? What's going on, Colby?
We are in South Carolina. I'll be at the Charleston Classic, actually, guys. On behalf of SGPN. So when you look at your when you look at the credit card payments, you might see that's a 5-star hotel I chose, but no, I'm going to be going to the Charleston Classic. Nice. So any fans coming, hit me up. We'll buy you a beer. Get you a lighter, maybe.
Shout out to Colorado Buffs fan Ted. I wonder if I don't know if you've made contact with him. I have not spoken to him in a while, but he's usually a strong Charleston supporter. Also has a boat, Colby, so maybe a good person to reach out to. So you can get on a boat.
I've always wanted to take a boat to a basketball game. So
are there any tailgating basketball experiences? No,
I have not. I mean, are there any? I mean, there's this place called Hawaii that we'll talk about briefly here. That
we'll pay for a boat for you to go to Hawaii.
Colby sails to Hawaii.
Colby live from one of those giant cargo ships that the container ships they bring in from China. Hey, if you can get a Wi-Fi signal out there, you can still do your shows. Live in a container.
Starlink will work.
Yeah. Sounds like a great life.
That's a hey. Well, I mean, there's also a lot of prostitutes that come in that way. So maybe we can have Moneyline Mac be part of the Morgantown tour. Hell, bring Beanick too. I mean, let's just knock it all out, right?
Sir, what do you do? I'm into antiquities and importing and exporting.
Import export. Max, Uncle Max import export business.
Mac as an antiquities expert would be just a very hilarious character.
Well, and speaking of which, random coincidence, we actually had the guy who does Rick from Pawn Stars.
Oh my God. Yeah. I've already forgotten.
Kind of crashed our show on VSiN with Derek Stevens, the owner of Circa. They just popped into our VSiN show Friday night. Great reminder. You never know who you're going to see Friday night on our VSiN show pop in, but it was great chopping it up with Rick from Pawn Stars.
Yeah. We were talking a little bit about after the fact, but it's a shockingly iconic, like, piece of our history, that TV show.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Remember when we had Wahlberg pop in?
Well, what did he pounded on the glass and said, how about them apples?
That's actually probably a fun Patreon episode. Us just talking about various drive-bys we've had. I mean, we had a number at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Chris Carter coming over and playing games with Eric Metcalf while we were in it. But yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one was the craziest because we were, if you remember, we were doing a pregame show for college football. So it was probably what,
we were all
7 a.m.?
completely hungover.
Yeah, it was
because we were out on Vegas on a Friday night, and this is 7 a.m. Saturday morning.
We went live.
This guy was hitting the links.
I want to say we went live at 7 a.m. Something like that, and not 5-10 minutes into the show, Mark Wahlberg, who looks fresh, coming off the golf course, meaning he's already played 18 holes.
Stem cell
exactly. And he just comes up.
He said, "Take the Pats," and we did. And
no, it was Notre Dame, was it not?
No, it was the Pats. It was the Pats.
And it was that Ramondre Stevenson, I think, fumbled going into the end zone that cost them the game.
We have our shirts. We have our shirts in the store. Fade Wahlberg. Yeah.
Now Mark Wahlberg 0-1 historically on the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Now I need to chase down the why do I have that memory overlaid with another memory of someone telling us to take Notre Dame while sitting in the Win studio doing a show. We'll have to circle back.
John in the chat wanting to know what was Rick from the Pawn Stars saying that kept getting bleeped. Basically, he was unaware that the VSiN show goes out to normal radio stations. And so we're not allowed to curse on the on that show. So he was saying fuck, shit a bunch, and so they had to bleep it out. Which is, it's funny because Brent Musburger is actually instead of the bleep sound effect, they have Brent Musburger say something for the audio bleep.
That's a nice touch.
It's a nice little touch.
And I would say he's just a guy that his like comfort word was fuck.
Yeah, a lot of fucks.
So his storytelling involved a lot of fucks.
All right. Well, we got a nice slate there. And again, shout out to Colby hitting UCF on the money line. That was a real highlight last week's episode. Nothing crazy otherwise, positive or negative, kind of just okay results, but the UCF money line Friday night, that was nice and juicy. Nice work, Colby.
Bucky Ball coming in. He thinks he could run this high powered. The best comparison would be like, in college football, like 5 or 6 years ago in the FCS. Their Presbyterian University in South Carolina decided after every score they're going to kick an onside kick. It was fascinating to watch, but they were like, our defense is that bad, but we're just going to kick an onside kick every single time, right?
How'd that work?
No, they ended up getting fucked up. But I was fascinated by it. I wanted to watch every second of it. Bucky Ball, it worked at the mid-major level. We'll see if just it's kind of that Paul Westhead shit. It does work for Nate Oates, but I do think Nate Oates even adjusted a little bit to what he was doing just freshly out the gates. But that was part of the logic, was like he's trying this with a bunch of guys that were transfers. A lot of them, G5 guys. So will that translate up to SEC play or just Power 5 play? And another thing is UCF and Johnny Dawkins, veteran team. They went out in the portal and brought in a bunch of age. I don't think they'll be a tournament team, but I just thought, man, you're trying this gimmick shit against a team that's like 24. So that was the logic.
I think in general, that's going to be, it feels like that will become a decent part of the college basketball handicap, is you're going to have some of these teams that are a little bit more grown ass men. And at that age specific, like, I understand why it matters. You could argue it matters less in football because if you're physically developed, you're on the field. But in basketball, like a team filled with 22, 23-year-olds taking on a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds, 0% of the time they think they're going to lose those punk ass kids. I think it's an interesting dynamic. It's like almost like a rec league or like a park court kind of dynamic where it's like the old guys aren't going to fucking lose to the young guys, are they? Anyway, nice call.
That's the way
Colby.
I felt. That's the way I felt the 96-point loss.
Yeah. And you're not going to bring up the buzzsaw as a money line dog getting it done.
You're right, Ryan. That is the time to play Buzz, is as a dog.
Yeah.
All the former coaches, Pastner wins at Memphis.
That's gross.
All the former coaches that were left or had ill thoughts to the city.
I should have played UNLV on the money line. I was on UNLV Island. They won outright. That was a nice win, 92-78 over Memphis.
Yeah,
Very
it really
nice.
was. I mean, that was a big time. I was pretty surprised that they won outright.
All right, you want to talk some games in the future?
Yes, let's go.
Well, we have one real line. We have one real line out there. We're going to start with.
Well, and I at first I was like, Colby might be a moron. And then I had, for completely different reasons, Colby might be a moron. He put a Thursday game on the schedule because it starts at midnight on Friday.
So technically, it is a Friday game.
It is a Friday game. I really don't like that. Colby, should we show your slides? I really don't like that Colby turned out not to be an idiot here. Although technically it starts at 9 p.m. our time. Sean?
Yes.
So we are time traveling a little bit. We have go ahead, Colby.
I was just going to say, if you're watching the slide on YouTube, youtube.com sports gambling podcast, but it's down to 1.5 now. So I just made this slide like 5 minutes ago.
All right,
I'm seeing 1.5 now. Yeah.
We're gonna have to blur out the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior. It's very inappropriate.
It's a West Hollywood Rainbow Warrior.
I mean, we're here for sports, Colby. I don't know what the hell that is. Meanwhile, then you have the Arizona State
wait a
Sun
second.
Devils.
Maybe this song has a different meaning.
I mean, that guy.
It's not paradise all the time.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
It's hard to get there. All right.
Get those shirts in the store too, by the way.
Hawaii is, so you confirm Hawaii is laying 1.5.
Correct. And I mean, I was a little bit surprised with that because Arizona State and Hurley, still a talented team, but guys, Hawaii is a story to watch for the NCAA tournament. I would say they're one of the favorites there in the Big West. They went to Oregon, lost by 1, pretty much at the buzzer. And since then they've been whooping ass. Now they played, it's hard to get a read on them because there were preseason high expectations for the Rainbow Warriors, but short of that Oregon game, the competition's been Texas A&M Commerce, Mississippi Valley State, Manhattan, and Dixie State. So it's like, what do you really put into that? But I'll tell you this: this is Arizona State's. This is the lead up to them playing in the Maui Invitational. So they're on the island for the Maui Invitational. Got there a couple days early so they could play the Rainbow Warriors. But I think Vegas is telling you something with this, with the Rainbow Warriors being favored.
Yeah, I like Hawaii in this spot. They've been playing good defense. You look at their advanced metrics, pretty good. And to your point, this could actually be a weird spot where they're looking past Hawaii to the Maui Classic. So, yeah, I'm with you, Colby. I think take Hawaii as the short favorite here, right?
Before we get the angry messages, it's the Maui Invitational.
What did I call it?
The Classic.
Oh, okay.
People are not going to like that. 2, I think this. How many of the teams is Texas there early, Colby?
I don't think anybody's there as early as Arizona State.
The handicap here is you fade Arizona State for the first game. You take them next. They play Texas in their first Maui Invitational game. So I'll give you a mechanical parlay right there. We're going to take Hawaii in the first. We're going to fade Arizona State in the first one. We're going to take them in the second one. So Hawaii lay the points. They're also I like to, when you look at teams like this, I always like to look at the height and see if there's going to just be like a comical size difference. Hawaii is a very large team. I've not watched them play yet. So metaphorically on and off the court, large individuals. So we all agree?
Yes, let's go. Hawaii laying the 1.5.
This will happen before we go to the circus, Sean. So we'll have to be planning ahead here for my mechanical parlay. 10 a.m. Now we head to Friday, 10 a.m. Wow. All day basketball. Colby's going to say slide in a second.
When I go like this, guys, that's the tell.
All right, Colby, you can flip the slides.
Oh no.
Colby's now in charge of flipping the slides.
Colby, nice work.
Created a job.
Utah State taking on Tulane. This is you'll be at this one, I assume.
I will be.
Colby Dant will be firm handshakes, meet and greet, anything. He'll yell at you if you want. Maybe bring the soundboard. Maybe Utah State is catching 8.5 per the database here. These are now projected numbers, I assume. Colby?
Yes, this is projected. I'm sorry, Utah State's late. The 8.5 should have been on the Utah State side.
Oh my goodness.
Gerard Calhoun and Gerard Calhoun and Utah State have they return a lot of production. We took them against VCU there in Denton, Texas, where they got it done. And here's the question I would ask you guys. So you have, Utah, basically a dry state for the most part. If you've been to Charleston, it's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like it's just a good drunk town. You know what I mean?
It's got a Mardi Gras. It's got like a drinking in the streets vibe,
So do you think that L. Ron Hunter and the Tulane Green Wave are more accustomed to this because they're in New Orleans? But at the same time, would Utah State, break curfew perhaps and go have a nice little time there in Charleston?
A couple cocktails?
Because I think it's kind of pivotal to the handicap here.
Well, yeah, I mean these tournaments where you're going on the road, probably looking to have a little fun. I see that case, and Tulane probably can handle it more. But Tulane, looking at the numbers, Tulane, one of the worst teams at offensive rebounding percentage in the nation, 364th offensive rebounding percentage. That is now they hit their free throws, which if I'm looking to bet on a team as a favorite, 8.5 on a neutral. They shoot 83% from the line. Utah State 69%. What do you mean roll it out?
Just roll out the system.
Well,
your free throw system. When in doubt, if you're not sure, let's just sift out all the garbage.
The two systems are going against each other. One is the offensive rebounding percentage. The other is huge discrepancy in free throw percentage. So I will. I like the Charleston as a poor man's New Orleans handicap, so I'll take Tulane laying the 8.5. Colby, what are you doing?
Look, you got the L. Ron Hunter bobblehead right there somewhere. That's our boy. We got to take him, even though I know Moneyline Mac, coach with Calhoun. So, but it's too many points, man. They're the ones traveling different time zones. Give me Tulane. They're used to the debauchery. I think they could stay within this number.
Remember, that was one of the bobbleheads that Sean tried to destroy.
Yeah, I've crushed a lot of bobbleheads.
So it's
you've been out, right?
Yeah, I whether or not my daughter has repaired it yet, that's a good question. But it was certainly destroyed by Sean. I'll join you in lay. I like the college kids will be kids handicap. Give me Tulane in the comfortable setting of a drunk town. Also, Colby will be there, so. I don't know if we started building a model of when Colby's in the house, how his picks do. Keep an eye on that.
I was in not Carter Finley, but their basketball stadium, whatever that's called, NC State's basketball stadium. I caught VCU, NC State on Monday. Took VCU, battled Beanick, won that bet because VCU was in that thing. So 1-0 on the season in the place to be.
And just to confirm here, do we think Mac will be on Utah State or Tulane?
He normally is pretty loyal to his guys. There's speculation that he was the other guy in Bob Huggins' car eating Burger King.
He was 40, the navigator. 40. Turn left, turn right.
So he's pretty loyal to his guys, but I'll be intrigued to see what he says tonight.
I love the idea of Mac being Huggy Bear's gopher guy. Like, you're good with me. All right. 11 a.m. We're all on Tulane. 11 a.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to beautiful White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
Yeah, Mac was he was like Dundee, Charleston or White Springs, West Virginia. I was like, I'm gonna go to Charleston.
I think if you're someone like Mac, you might view White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, as like that's like the nice to do vacation spot there, and he's not aware of the beauty of the coastal cities.
I mean, playing basketball in a ballroom is ridiculous. All right, stop. All right, fucking what? They got to hurry up and put the court down because the wedding just ended. What the fuck is this?
It's very
YMCA.
It is very lower rentish. It's like when you have these Vegas tournaments that aren't in the stadiums; they're in like the Mandalay Bay Convention Center or whatever, and it's just like, okay. This is this is like a youth sports athletic situation. How much money do they have in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia? that they're dragging the college basketball world out there.
Some sort of kickback situation, 100%.
The Gamecocks of South Carolina, the Bulldogs of Butler. Butler laying now 1.5. We're saying Colby minus 1.5 for the Bulldogs. This Butler, I forgot about this Butler Bulldog. Sean, this is the long T-shirt, the tight collar. Who knows what kind of stuff this Bull. Meanwhile, that Gamecock. I mean, I've been around
Proud
a rooster
bird.
or two. That rooster's underweight. That looks like a junkie.
It does look skinny. Yeah.
That is not a rooster that you're putting on your logo. That's a rooster that
got a couple bucks, man. Just need to get some.
Trying to suck
just
dick
need a little
for
corn.
cheeseburgers. Also a very Illuminati-esque South Carolina logo there, Colby. Break this one down. We've not talked about either one of these teams yet this year, Colby. Break it down.
Butler, Thad Matta, pivotal year for him. A lot of people thought he wasn't going to come back, myself included. They doubled down. Apparently they upped the, it's kind of like the same thing with the Mike Loxley, not to compare Thad Matta to Mike Loxley, but I'm saying like, they're like, we're going to bring him back for another year. We'll just give him more money. And that's essentially what happened. Finley Bizjack, great name. Great. I'm sure you guys will. He's in the same vein as Blue Cane.
When I'm cruising certain sites. Don't mind me, just Finley Bizjack.
But they look good. I mean, look, I had them on the money line the other night against SMU, lost by 2 as they were like 7 or 8 point dogs. I thought they should have won that game. If you watch that game, they were kind of the better team. So I think Butler's pretty good. Meanwhile, you look at the other side of things with South Carolina and Lamont Paris. They're undefeated, but man, they've had some close calls. They barely got past a pretty bad Southern Miss team. They did drill Presbyterian and Radford, but they've played nobody. I think Butler, the fact that Butler's played better competition will help them here. I like Butler, and I look projecting this number. I think, there's a chance Butler could even be a 2 or 3 point favorite.
I'm going South Carolina here. I see what you're saying about Butler, but yeah, I don't know. South Carolina 10% better at the line in a close game. I think you got to hit your free throws. The 1-and-1s make a difference. So
and South Carolina's best player, Michi Johnson, quite the hilarious story. He was at Ohio State to start his career, then left, transferred to South Carolina. They went to the NCAA tournament. Then the year after that, he went back to Ohio State. Right, barely got playing time. Now he's back at South Carolina. So just a great college career there. I'm on the Butler Bulldogs. But hey, South Carolina, if you look past the Southern Miss game, they've played good in the other games against shitty competition. So who knows?
Kramer, what are you doing?
Well, the Butler has left their building for a game. They just played SMU, so I'll not, although not first road game for South Carolina, I will fade them here as the first time they're playing away from their building. And Sean, this is where the Niners and the football teams like to have their retreats. That's where this tournament's being held.
Okay.
It's the Greenbrier tip-off something.
Oh, are they playing at the actual Greenbrier?
They're playing in.
Okay.
Right?
So that's
aren't they? I believe.
Yeah. So you picked the wrong location, Colby. This is essentially like the Malibu of West Virginia.
Well, I mean,
like that.
Oh, you're saying back to the Charleston debate because it's still White Springs, West Virginia. Okay.
Yeah, but it's the.
It is a nice resort.
It's the Greenbrier.
I don't do golf, guys. I don't do that shit. All right.
It's where you get
your club buddies recommended it.
The only links I do is Lincoln Logs. All right.
Wow. Okay. Are they still a thing?
Yeah. Does White Tiger mess with Lincoln Logs?
Colby's messing with Lincoln Logs. He's buying them for himself.
That's what I'm saying. White Tiger's room. White Tiger's room.
None of that high tech Lego bullshit. You're building a log cabin.
Look, when I get back home at some point, we'll have to take the camera to White Tiger's room because it's pretty badass. He's got like 200 Matchbox cars. He's got an Andre Dawson starting lineup. He's got. It's. I spend a lot of time just hanging out there. What's up?
Does the Lego? Are there Legos or any sort of stadium building kits that we can start sending your way. Imagine
there
that.
are. I haven't got them yet, but
SoFi Lincoln Log.
Maybe we get them.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
What's another? The Astrodome. That's a classic. He loves that one.
The Kibby Dome. What every kid wants. The Lego Kibby Dome. Kramer, of course. Shout out to Novig. Use that promo code SGPN. Get in. All the action, sides, totals, picks, props. And of course, TDs. Love me some TDs. I think Davis Mills' first touchdown going to be on my card if you listen to the Thursday night show. And it's fun to get over on Novig. Great prices because you're using a prediction market. America's #1 sports prediction market. Spend $5, get $50. Use our promo code SGPN. Available in a ton of states. So if you're in a state saying, hey, I'm itching for action, can't get involved, download the Novig app. Use our promo code SGPN so they know we sent you. And we're also brought to you by our own merch store. Look at it. We got a holiday sale. Everything must go. We got our fun holiday shirt. Great for your Christmas party. And obviously we got a bunch of SGP gear, SGPN gear, DGen universities, beanies, hoodies, hats, mugs, anything we can slap a logo on. We got the Saudi Arabia t-shirts are flying off the shelf. And it's all 25% off when you use that promo code HOLIDAY. That's 25% off in the merch store, store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Promo code HOLIDAY.
Do you guys remember Andre Dawson, who played for the Cubs?
I do.
In the 80s. You know, what? Like
Sick
I said, I got like a gift. Someone sent me an old starting lineup that was unopened with Andre Dawson, so I gave it to White Tiger, and I went down a rabbit hole on what I was just curious what is he still alive? Andre Dawson. You know, he's a mortician in Florida.
Really?
That's a wild twist.
You go from like a millionaire baseball player to I was dumbfounded by this. I was like, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
To give back to the community. Yeah. How do you get it? I understand how it becomes a family business. I get it. Someone's got to be a mortician, but if you made a lot of money playing professional baseball, you would think you would do something fun that you did. Hey, I have a passion for embalming fluid. Like, how do you stumble upon wanting to be a mortician? Like, you can't just be a hitting coach for youth sports.
I was just taken back by this. I was like, this has to be a different Andre Dawson. So then I kept like, I was like, Andre Dawson Cubs, Chicago Cubs, Montreal Expos. Kept going back to him being a mortician, and I'm like, what? I'm like, I did hear there's good money in that. Yeah, what a creep. What a fucking creep.
So he did go into baseball after he retired. He went into the Marlins front office where he won a World Series ring in 2003.
Even worse. So then he says,
not as fun as preparing dead bodies.
He then, I reading a little bit about it, I wonder how much work he's doing versus just owning the place.
Wait, I have a photo. I have a photo to send you guys. Here, check what I'm texting you right now, because I don't know, not based on this photo.
Yeah, you got all right.
I got multiple photos coming through here.
What do you mean you got multiple photos? Oh,
look,
goodness.
just
I see. All right, hold on. Wasn't prepared. I mean, this. I think this is the kind of I think this makes me more right.
What?
I think I'm leaning.
This photo's pretty good. Look at it. Oh, maybe
That's a business, though. That's a business. Like, this is exactly the kind of photo I'd expect a dude who wants to show off his sick ass funeral home business.
Yeah, but like
he's not embalming dudes.
Well, like all good businesses, you want a hands-on approach. You know, he's
show the next one.
Embalm a guy.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
So
this
you're
is
telling
a pretty
me
badass photo, though.
Yeah, it's just Andre Dawson, 3-piece suit.
I mean, the next one. Come on, dude. What are you talking about? You're telling me they did a photo op at someone's funeral?
Hey, listen, we can take 25% off the funeral, but we do need Andre Dawson to pose with your loved one in a casket. We gotta create some promo materials.
Again, I think he runs the business. I don't think he's injecting embalming
This looks
fluid.
Well, what's he doing
hands-on.
with these flowers then?
Yeah,
He's
come on.
helping set up. I think this is the customer facing operation. I don't think he's
He's
downstairs.
still pretty involved though.
Oh yeah, but I don't think he's the guy juicing up the dead bodies.
Do we know that?
No,
Was he on that list of all the juice?
no.
Listen, I've injected a lot of things in my teammates over the years. I felt like embalming fluid was the next way to go.
All right. Well,
Sean,
now we know.
I think Kramer might be interested in being a mortician. Down the line is what I'm getting from this conversation.
This show is like reading Rainbow. You walk away enriched. All right. We don't. Who was it? The host of that show that there was some controversy around, or maybe it was someone else. Noon on Friday. Now we head outside the country, Sean, for some international collegiate basketball in the Virgin Islands. St. Thomas, to be specific. UMass taking on Charleston. Colby with some retro style drawing fan art or whatever he finds on the internet to use for these slides.
That's from a program. That's from an old school program.
Charleston laying 1.5 here on the island. Any intel about travel situations here? Everyone getting down at the same time?
I don't have any intel on the travel situations, but I will say this: Colby Duggan, who is decent for Charleston there, he is out for this game. So, but he's been out to start the season. So, I mean, it's not like they should be accustomed to him not being there. Whereas, but then again, I mean, how far is this from Cuba? Isn't Frank Martin Cuban? So, I mean, there you go. What's the mileage from here to
family
Cuba?
Members,
yeah,
family members hop on the flight back.
Whoa. I'll look up the distance. It can't be more than a stone's throw.
Yeah, I like Charleston in this spot. They don't turn the ball over. They hit their free throws decent on the glass. I know they're missing that guy, but Charleston laying a short number. I'm in. Give me Charleston -1.5.
Yeah, I just think right now their team is, Frank Martin has had a hard time. He's a great coach, but has had a hard time retaining players NIL wise. I think the portal, they seem to kind of get plucked every single year. Meanwhile, Charleston, I feel like spends up because they don't even have a football program. They need one. But yeah, I'm with you with the Cougs. Shorter trip too.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Wow. Very shocked. St. Thomas to Havana is a 7-hour flight.
Really?
It
What?
is.
That's
Cuba to, I mean, those islands are all the way out there. They're like down towards Venezuela. Cuba is.
we fly over Cuba when we go to Colombia.
Yeah,
And
it's not a 7-hour flight, Ryan. I don't know what you're looking at.
I just Googled it. I'm looking at a 7-hour flight.
No,
Maybe not a 7-hour flight.
I mean, look at where St. Thomas is and look where Cuba is. That's not 7 hours.
Okay. No,
I'm just telling you your information is incorrect.
No. We're just gonna play this game.
is this by Cessna? What are we talking here?
6 hours
6
and
hours,
50 minutes.
Well, I've flown.
That's what the time zone maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but look at it's like Cuba's like considerably closer to Tennessee than St. Thomas.
Still, I mean, dude, flying from Colombia, like from Charlotte or something, is shorter than that. Something's not added up.
Maybe it's the type of plane that they allow to land in Cuba. I don't know the rules. Give me Charleston. Shout out to Frank Martin though. Good Cuban man. Davidson. Now we're in Charleston. This is all very confusing.
Charleston.
So we talked about Charleston's not playing in Charleston for their classic. They're in St. Thomas. But Davidson and Boston College are in Charleston, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast for this tip. Boston College laying 2.5. Colby will also be at this one. Hopefully he'll get a picture of himself in the Bashville Eagle there from Boston College.
Yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, he's a little dumbfounded. He's got his wing up against his head. I think that's because they lost to Florida Atlantic in the opener, and then last Tuesday Central Connecticut State. Some say the real Blue Devils came into Boston and beat them 60-59. But they did bounce back and beat Temple and Hampton. Look, you guys know who the general manager of Davidson is?
Who is it?
It's got this guy named Steph Curry.
Oh, really? Isn't he still playing in the NBA?
Yeah. It's the NBA regular season. They don't need it. They don't really try. So it's like he's dialed into Davidson, and that's the reason why they're 4-0. Just took down Bowling Green. Bowling Green's solid this year, so they took down Wazoo. They blew out Wazoo actually. Also took down Charlotte in the Crosstown Classic there. Wildcats. I was surprised they'd be dogs here. Running the numbers here.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page. Give me Davidson. Honestly, the only thing that's scary is looking at the numbers. Why is BC favored? That would be the only reason. Like, it doesn't make sense, and the fact that the market is saying they're favored is the only thing that would put me on Boston College. But that being said, Davidson shoots the ball well, and this BC defense is solid. But yeah. The BC's offense kind of blows. So yeah, give me Davidson.
Another thing is the travel. You can drive. They're taking a bus. This is nothing. Yeah. Charlotte to Charleston.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're picking it apart, the reason you would sit Davidson a little loose with the ball at times, but that would be the angle. But no, I'm not taking Boston College. Davidson, even without Steph Curry rubbing it in my face. I mean, Seth Greenberg continues to haunt years later. Wisconsin, BYU. This one's out in Salt Lake City, 1 p.m. on the West Coast. BYU laying 4.5. Colby, I assume what?
Just go the distance. Play this shit in Provo. The sport suffers when you're playing this at the Utah Jazz Arena. I know these Mormons will come out and support, but it just doesn't sell. It doesn't look as good on TV. It doesn't look as good and or feel as good. I think from a player standpoint and stuff. I would bet that they would rather play in a totally lit environment than potentially what this could be. The big news is Kiba Keita, the big man is a game time decision for the Cougs. But man, both these teams. If you watch BYU at UConn there at whatever they're calling the Boston Garden, they almost won that. Now, UConn was up double digits a lot of that game, but
I meant to hit the staple sound effect. Apologize. Keep going.
No, but to me, I was impressed by the fact they would stay in that game, and almost had a chance to win that thing. So going up there, that was a lit environment. I kind of came away super impressed with BYU. Now Wisconsin on the other end. Greg Gard's teams historically have kind of been like Tony Bennett's, where they were slow, but whatever he's done in the past 2 years, they are scoring points. So he is, evolved as a coach, or his philosophy has changed or something, but they're undefeated and they're blowing teams out left and right here. But I'm going to take BYU minus the points, just the altitude and everything that Wisconsin will have to battle. And I still think, even though it's Salt Lake City, I still expect this to be, BYU's throwing. I think it's the Jazz owner that's throwing, or no, is it the Suns owner? Jazz owner, I think, that's throwing a ton of money into BYU's program. They're the reason why they got the #1 recruiting class. So, give me the Cougs minus the 4.5.
Yeah, this one's tough because I do think BYU wins. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin loses and covers this. But that being said, it is a strong situation spot for BYU. The advanced numbers look pretty good for BYU, although Wisconsin 84% and they're catching points, but situationally, this is their first road game. It's going to be a true road game. You throw in the elevation. I think it's going to be a little bit of a tough spot. Maybe a letdown for BYU off that game where they thought maybe they had a chance to knock off UConn. I'll still go with the Cougs there, but don't feel super strong about it. Kramer, what are you doing?
Yeah, and Wisconsin not only playing this game out in Salt Lake City, but then next week they play Providence in San Diego. So getting some frequent flyer. The BYU game against UConn, regardless of what I guess the Arizona win over UConn as well maybe skews that a little bit, but to go to the East Coast and play well, I think it's still early in the season. It's still like a regional neutral site game. And yeah, I mean, it will be lit, Colby. I understand it's an NBA arena, and so typically bigger space not working as well. But dude, have you been to Utah? That stadium is going to be filled the fuck up. I guarantee this will feel campus like. That would be my take on that. Expert.
Well, I mean, it's like when UConn played in Boston, there was no problem with the fandom there. That game was really lit. So probably more like that than say some of these other ones, like when UCLA played at or USC played at what's the Inuit fucking dome or some shit like that.
Intuit.
Yeah, there was like 6 people there. So
great arena. One of the better NBA arenas, I think, out there going.
All right, so we're all in BYU laying the 4.5.
Mm-hmm. We are. Hear that, Colby? It's the sound of someone who hates college basketball. Northwestern, Virginia.
Talk into it for another 20 minutes.
We're heading back to beautiful West Virginia. Colby should have chose West Virginia, but instead he's in crappy Charleston, South Carolina. Virginia projected to be laying 5.5. A weird logo for UVA. Looks like they're up to no good over there. 2 p.m. on the West Coast. I mean, great Northwestern logo. Now that's a wildcat right there. Colby, what's the story here with UVA?
Well, Ryan Odom, the son of Dave Odom, who was a legendary Wake Forest coach when they had Tim Duncan and Rodney Rogers and whatnot. He was at Virginia back in the 80s when they had Ralph Sampson, and they were really good national, title contenders. They didn't make the national championship, but they were in the top 10 almost every year, I feel like. So he actually grew up a ball boy at Wahoo games, and you guys remember him from UMBC. They wrecked Virginia's tournament there. Remember they were the 16-1 that and so last year he was at VCU. So he's working his way up, and he's done great at Virginia. And throw away anything you knew from the old Virginia. As far as yes, I think Ryan Odom still preaches defense, but his team score. It is not like the Tony Bennett era. And then Northwestern, Chris Collins. So Virginia's undefeated so far. This is their biggest test yet. Chris Collins and Northwestern, I think ahead of schedule, undefeated. He's done. That's not talked about enough. The job he's done at Northwestern, just an unbelievable job thus far. Big matchup though, considering right now, last season we all thought the SEC was the best conference, right? Without question, I thought last season. This year it's looking like the Big 12, and after that, I think the ACC or Big 10. So this is a big matchup for potentially seeding in the NCAA tournament, winning games like this. For the crowd, I don't even know. Will Wahoo fans go to White Springs, West Virginia? Because remember they blocked West Virginia from coming to the ACC. So
yeah, and then almost it might work against them because any West Virginia fans will be booing the shit out of Virginia, right?
That's true. That is true. If there's West Virginia fans there, I think they would go with the other private school pussies.
It's a tough battle, though. I mean, it's a real rock hard place. Northwestern, not exactly blue collar folk.
But that being said,
they do respect the flying squirrel. I
think this is going to be a really good game. You're telling me I'm getting a free 5.5 points with Northwestern? I think this comes down to the last couple of possessions. 5.5 is a lot. UVA's offense is awesome, and certainly, yeah, maybe they have a chance to run it out. But Northwestern's defense isn't bad. I think this is just going to be a really good game. 5.5 feels way too high.
I think Northwestern's a little bit more battle tested because they got DePaul in the crosstown game. It was, probably the better. I mean, Marshall's all right for Virginia, but I think the big thing here though is the offensive rebounding. Virginia top 10 team right now in offensive rebounding. Maybe some of that is cooking the books because they haven't played an elite schedule yet. Between that and the scoring though, I'm going to take the Wahoos laying the number.
Gross.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Absolutely disgusting. Also, the Virginia is in shambles right now after the James Franklin hire. So it's going to ripple through all of their athletic programs. Give me the Wildcats. Give me Northwestern. I will. I'll side with the private school pussies in this.
Really?
Well, it's two sets of private school pussies.
You're a big private guy.
I have to make a bad choice one way or another. Back to the islands. The far, far away islands, 2:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Is this even an Eastern time zone? I mean, I feel like this could be 4 hours ahead. St. Thomas, and I only can assume that you put this on the card because my Akron Zips are laying 7.5 against Iona. How is Iona doing now that Pitino has left them?
Well, they had Tobin Anderson for just a couple of years, and then like he was actually, I thought, doing a good job, but they fired him. So remember Tobin Anderson's run with Fairleigh Dickinson. But now that they hired Dan Garrett, I think it is. It's spelled differently. But he's a former Princeton coach, but also Richmond player for Chris Mooney. And he's done good, man. They're 4-0, and they've actually done it against decent competition. They took down Speedy Claxton and Hofstra, also Princeton and Fordham. Not terrible schools. So yeah, I mean, he's a little bit ahead of schedule where I thought he would be. But then our Zips are off of the Purdue game. But Akron always struggles against the Power 5 schools, but against another mid-major, they kind of flex their muscle, I would say. You look at the way Akron can protect the ball. I think that's all the difference here. Give me the Zips, but I am curious. Who do you think would be more distracted? I think Akron would be a little bit more distracted. That's the only thing that scares me.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite the lifestyle change from Akron, Ohio to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. But
we do this with the MAC and with the Bahamas Bowl every year.
Yeah,
I feel like yeah. Well, but same with. I mean, I could argue that the city kids would have more craftiness, or they're both. This is not a good handicap. Both of these programs have a high probability of fuckery, in my opinion.
The big thing is Akron's got the 39th best offense in the nation right now. Well, I think that is the deciding factor. Yeah. Also a top 25 rebounding team on the Zips. Yeah, I'm laying it with the Zips.
Oh, of course I'm on the Zips. Unfortunately, yeah, Purdue, good program. But we're back on the Zips, and that
everyone on the Zips loading up. Yeah, this feels like, I mean,
I didn't even see that Colby brought out his Goatsy collection Akron logo.
Iona's great at defending the three. It doesn't Akron. That's not their or Iona. Sorry, Iona's good at defending the three, but I don't think that's really gonna make a huge difference. And Akron can really again hit their free throws, makes a huge difference covering a number. Akron. Kramer's obviously taking Akron.
I predict this number will be a little bit bigger. I think Pick Dundee is being generous to me. 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Cincinnati, Ohio, not for a home game at Cincinnati, but for one of these bullshit off-campus games that Colby loves.
Did I tell you why they're doing this, right?
Louisville's laying 6 against Cincinnati. Why are they doing it, Colby?
I'm saying all these schools like playing in Salt Lake City, it doesn't count as a home game loss. So it cooks. They got to adjust that.
I don't have a problem with neutral site basketball games if it's in like tournament format. Like you're getting 6-8 teams coming to a city. Yeah. You're going to play 2 or 3 good games. That's fine. But this is bullshit. I agree. Are we on Louisville here?
They look great so far this year. I mean, I know the other coaches were pissed when they got the G League player, but it's working. They beat Kentucky.
Now I saw people joking. Colby, you might know the actual laws or rules associated with it. Can NBA players, if they had years of eligibility available, a lot of guys, LeBron, for example, never played college sports. Is there anything stopping LeBron from playing college basketball next year?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Akron should do it. Akron should do it. That would be the hottest ticket in America. I don't think you'd be able to, right? Because he's never played at college, so it's not like he burned his eligibility.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Some school should do this. So some story where I mean, maybe it's not LeBron, but someone that is playing ball in like Bolivia, right? Who thought he could go to the NBA because you saw. I remember Leon Smith. Remember he was like a draft pick by the Mavericks straight out of high school, completely flopped out. I know this is a long time ago, so he wouldn't be able to do it now. But I'm just saying, like, this has got to happen at some point. Look, Cincinnati. I'm curious what the crowd will be here because this is not a far trip, so it might be more 50-50. But Cincinnati's got good basketball fans, so I don't know. I mean, that I think is one of the bigger unknowns with this
Colby,
game. Right?
The Louisville program will travel here. Like you said, it's a close trip.
But Cincinnati's undefeated. They do have good fans, man. That's like good. It's a good basketball city with Xavier and Cincinnati.
Absolutely, but the fact that it's not on campus only helps the road team.
Yeah,
clearly. I think you also have they've been tested already.
If this was on campus, I think it would help Cincinnati. So again, I don't know why they're not playing it on campus. So I'll take Louisville. They're a much better team. I think the crowd will probably be on their side because it's a more exciting program. So yeah, give me Louisville.
It is their first road trip, so that's the only thing I'm kind of going against my rules there. But
it's not really a road trip. You're Louisville to Cincinnati.
Yeah, but it's the first time they're playing outside their building.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm on my guys from Louisville.
Colby, what are you doing?
Give me the points in the Bearcats. We can't all go chalk here, right? Give me the Bearcats. Going to have the city skyline. Look, Louisville's team's going to need skyline chili that morning, and they're going to be a little just a little heavier.
That sounds like a personal hell. Eating skyline chili and then having to play an intense college basketball game. I mean, how do you not shit yourself?
So, quick update on LeBron going to play college basketball. It does seem like there still would have to be a way to circumvent they have a clock essentially. And this is what some of the guys have had to get around, like Pavia, but they have it's either 5 or 7 years from the time your high school career ends. And so there have been players to get around this. COVID helped players to get around this as well, but it seems like that would be the first hurdle that LeBron would face.
How the fuck did Chris Wenke get behind that?
Because they have loopholes when it comes to playing like baseball, like playing semi-pro baseball was a loophole. I think some of what has changed is like the classification of G League and some of these other
that
things
shit would not hold up in court. It would not.
Now,
hold up in
to your
court.
point, it seems like we're headed towards a place where anyone's going to be able to play collegiate sports at any age, as long as they still have eligibility. So they're going to have to solve that, but also, what if they don't solve that? And we just have like 35-year-old dudes going back to college. What's the problem there? Mac's having a good time. I don't see the downside.
Well, for some of these like shittier schools, hey, get an NBA guy who's 35. That might work out.
Who loses, right? Like, okay, so the school wants to have a program because it helps bring people to the school, or the people who are part of the school want to have a program to root for. It gives people an opportunity to play. Fans can watch the people play.
And you want to get educated. Like Shaq went back to LSU after the fact. He promised his pops he would get his degree, and he did. There's a lot of players that do that they think differently at 35 than they did at 18.
Well, you make up a good point. If you're a pro basketball player and you're no longer are good enough to play pro in the NBA, and you wanted to go back to school to get your degree, why not also play basketball while you're there? It does seem like we're gonna have old ass dudes playing college basketball. It's gonna be very funny. We're gonna have just some fun bald handicaps coming.
It would be great.
Still on Friday, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Again, very confusing here because West Virginia So Charleston is playing in St. Thomas. West Virginia is playing in Charleston, and a whole bunch of other schools are playing in West Virginia. West Virginia.
No. It's South Carolina's playing in West Virginia, and Clemson. Yeah. So in West Virginia's playing it. Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I mean, why not keep the hometown team? Wouldn't that be better for ticket sales? West Virginia, Clemson in Charleston. So are you staying for all the games? Is White Tiger going to get a full day of college basketball?
White Tiger's not going to be with you. I don't think he's ready yet. I wanted to. Wifey would not let me take him to 4 straight basketball games.
We'll get him the headphones. We'll get him the good over ear hearing protection, and we'll get you a sweet swaddle so you can just stand there attached to the baby at all times. Clemson's minus 1.5 per you.
A White Tiger trying a mojito sounds like a good idea. Clemson will have the crowd. This is one where they actually did grab a regional team. And West Virginia, their new head coach, I call him Boss Hodge. His name is Ross Hogg. Great win to start his career against the Backyard Brawl. Just destroyed Pitt.
Yeah.
But this is where the rubber meets the road here. All right, Brad Brownell, just coming off a close loss to Ed Cooley in Georgetown. We were on Cooley in Georgetown, I believe, on our show. I think Clemson is going to bounce back with that home crowd there. This line could go up to because of the home crowd, because we're just looking at the analytics here. I think, it could be 2.5 or 3 or something. But give me Clemson. I think the fans will actually show up here.
Likely the number opens bigger. I'm on Clemson. We learned this last year. I just have to not fade this team, even though the coach looks like a complete doofus. And they also have.
Well, they had that letdown spot against Georgetown. That didn't, and they didn't look. I guess they beat North Alabama by 20, but
they already bounced back.
Yeah, and they got their first road game out of the way. This should be a smash spot against West Virginia. I think this will be 3.5. I still like Clemson, so give me Clemson.
And West Virginia fans probably too dumb to realize that they're not playing in West Virginia, so they're all at the Greenbrier.
How dare you?
That's good for content.
Dumb or drunk. It could be somewhere in between.
I don't mean in a negative way. Like dumb.
No, of course not. Who would think that? Who would take that?
How about I say? I'll compliment them by saying that they're below average intelligence.
Cousin Mush checking in saying excellent Dukes of Hazzard reference there with the Boss Hog.
Boss Hog.
I've had some fun with the AI when he beat Pitt. We did a Ross Hogg, Boss Hodge AI thing that we did there with West Virginia's coach. They got to lean into that. It's perfect too because it's West Virginia.
Be funny to do a interview with Colby's AI just to hear about all the fucked up things that Colby's having AI do. Like it's an assistant, and like behind the music, you're finding out like, I had to go through and find every stadium ever created without a roof. Georgia, Xavier, another Charleston game. Colby will be at this one. Is this true? The first 3 games. So you're going to be at a game at 10 a.m. So 1 p.m.
quadruple header
local time, at 3:30 p.m. local time, at 6:30 p.m. local time, and then at 9 p.m. local time.
Look, I miss beautiful California for a lot of things, but this is the perk of being over here is you can do that. I mean, that's not heaven. I don't know what the fuck is. 4 basketball games. You're in beautiful Charleston. Come on.
Georgia and a very sickly. This looks like the same. Like maybe that.
I feel bad for this.
Was
dog,
this bulldog hanging out with the gamecock we saw earlier? They both got a case of scurvy. And they didn't even have to get on a boat to get here. Georgia laying projected 8. I don't have a good taste in my mouth around the Xavier team. I don't think the only time we've discussed them, they've completely no-showed.
They just got. I mean, they just woke up against Old Dominion though. I thought Old Dominion was live. I thought Old Dominion was going to be able to push them around. Xavier won by 30. So there's signs of life from Richard Pitino as they go to Charleston. Georgia, you would wonder. I know Georgia proximity wise, maybe they would go to Charleston, but Snow White's got his team looking good, but I don't know that there'll be a fan edge here, especially knowing that a lot of Clemson fans hate Georgia. right?
Yeah.
So if the Clemson fans stay for the second game, I think this might be a pro Xavier crowd, but it's hard to fade Blue Cane and company.
Yeah. Come on. What are you doing?
Their defense is really good. Now
Yeah.
I know they've had a couple. What did they? Oh, they didn't cover against Georgia Tech, but that makes sense. I was on Georgia Tech. Other than that, they've been a bucket, and their defense is playing lights out. Even with the home edge, this Xavier team, looking at the numbers, enough questions for me to just back Georgia blindly.
Don't play defense. They want to run just like Georgia. They're gonna get run out of the gym.
It's
They
a formula.
played
to get,
last year.
boat race.
They played last year. Georgia won by 2, but this is different, I think, because Xavier has hitting the refresh button. Sean Miller's now in Austin, and Snow White gets Blue Cane's a year older, right? And I'm with you. I think the Dogs are gonna win by double digits here.
You know what? I'll do a fun narrative. There's gonna be a lot of free throws in this one. I think Georgia's gonna.
That favors Georgia.
Georgia's gonna get to the line.
Better at the line.
They shoot the free throw really well. They're not even like you're not gonna. Yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of good old fashioned college basketball.
I want to say also, some people might be wondering why there's the Bahamas, the Nassau Bahamas battle going on.
Where?
That started today.
Wait, dude.
Hold on, what are we talking about?
What city in Bahamas?
Nassau, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought.
What did I say?
You had a Nassau.
Yeah, it was a very man in the box pronunciation.
No. But
CJ goes all over the place.
that tournament started today, so you guys got daytime basketball in the office all day.
Yeah.
But we can't project who the winners are.
Yeah.
Because obviously Purdue and Memphis and shit and all the other teams in that, we don't know. So if you're wondering why that's not on the card, the games are happening right now.
Well, and I'm sure if you were interested, you would want to tune into the college basketball experience. We're
100%.
contrary to the belief of many of your fans. We're rooting for you as well, Colby.
Many of the fans are the bat detective because he comes in.
The fans think we are the. I don't know what you guys talk about on the show, but the fans definitely think me and Sean are the bad guys.
Yeah. You're making us out as the
big time bad guy.
We're like the evil frat in the college movie trying to shut down PCU, but it's TCE. All these evil guys.
You guys are balls and shaft. That crew balls and shaft.
I did get a DM that was like, "Hey man, big TCE fan. Surprised to find out your show's entertaining as well. Nice work." It's like, oh, cool. Thanks for checking it out. And then Colby last night sends us during his show going on while we're doing the NFL show, gets reports in his chat about how fire his NFL slides are. So
I get a lot of messages about those things. I don't think you guys appreciate some of them enough, frankly, but it's okay. I understand you guys are busy trying to pick winners.
Well, if you haven't seen the NFL show yet, you got to check it out just for the Mark Davis slide.
Yes, very good, Mark, and the Jerry Jones. Great slide. As well.
The Mark Davis slide is right out of the Epstein files that are about to get.
Speaking of picking winners, let's go to Underdog Fantasy promo code
yes.
SGPN, and we got an update here from Moneyline Mac. I will be at all. What did that say, Ryan?
Now let's bring it back up. Bring it back up, Colby.
It says 4 years ago, but Clemson's bought since then. Mac, they've been to the Elite Eight. I think Brad Brownell has actually, gotten Clemson basketball on a good track here.
If you're listening to audio, so you know what Max said, it will be all West Virginia and Xavier fans. We played Clemson 4 years ago in this exact event in Charleston, and it was all West Virginia fans. Clemson basketball fans don't exist.
Switch my pick to West Virginia.
He's saying this. They went to the Elite Eight 2 years ago. What are we talking about? He's built, and they're having a great year in football. So I'm sure they really want to watch the football team. Right?
I don't need to know a lot to fade that douche Brad Burnell, but that's all.
Moneyline Mac with an unbiased West Virginia team.
Yeah. He reminded, and I should have said that they're too dumb to realize they weren't playing in West Virginia. Also, it turns out West Virginia fans probably aren't bougie enough to go to the Greenbrier, so they would go to Charleston, a less classy of a city. All right, continue, Sean. Let's build an underdog.
Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. You can win up to 5,000 extra money when you use our promo code SGPN. Play $5, get $100 in bonus funds. Colby, what are we doing?
I'm currently loading it up right now. He's
calculating his projections as we speak.
Let's take a look. Do they have?
I got it up. What do you need?
Well, they have today. I'm trying to find something tomorrow.
We have BYU, Wisconsin.
Okay, let's.
So we can
show
build
me.
one.
Oh no, I see the South Carolina Butler game too.
Okay, perfect.
No, they don't have. Okay, that's just the line. Okay, so
we have 4 players for. We have only Wisconsin players, so we'll have to pick something from something else.
Okay, what are those? Because I'm still not seeing it here.
We got Austin Rapp, Nick Boyd, John Blackwell, and Nolan Winter, or just pick something from later tonight, as late as possible.
No, let's stay right there. Though. I mean, we already went through it. Nick Boyd's been balling out for them. What's his team or points?
18.5 points, 25 points plus rebounds.
Let's take the higher than 18.5 points, because this is a guy. Okay. I know the competition hasn't been great, but I know he lit up Northern Illinois for 25, SIU Edwardsville for 22, Campbell for 21, and those games they were blowing the teams out. So he actually hit the bench probably a little earlier. You play longer in this game because the game's going to be a game. I think he can get there, especially knowing they might be able to attack the rim a little bit better with Kata out.
So you're taking Nick Boyd?
Nick Boyd higher.
Nick Boyd higher.
18.5 points. All right.
Let me see if I can grab something for today's action. Let's go to the likes of Pitt and UCF are playing in Daytona Beach. There's a tournament there.
Here's what's crazy is I had that already expand. I was like, I think Colby's going to go to this UCF.
Oh, really?
Game. Had it open already.
He likes UCF.
He does.
I do. They also have Manute Bowles' son on
John
the team.
Bull.
Yes.
Yeah, let's take him. Come on. How can this guy not get 3 rebounds?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Is
it 3 boards? You see 3 boards? Let's take higher on that. I was gonna take the lower on the 5.5 points. Let's take the higher on the boards then.
Okay, so John Bull, son of Manute Bull, higher 2.5 rebounds. Nick Boyd, higher 18.5 points. And of course, head over to Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN to get started today. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, props, sides, totals. And of course, if you track your college or NFL plays that you're using in the model, you got a chance to win $1,000. And don't worry, they got you covered for college hoops as well. Let's see. I'll pull up some of their. So let's see. What's fun about them too, they have an Underdogs button where you can just hit the Underdog button, and right there they're firing away on some underdogs, including a one they like tonight here. Northern Kentucky on the money line at +170 at Central Michigan. So Rhythm likes Northern Kentucky to win this outright at +170. And of course, if you sign up with Rhythm, use our promo code SGPN25, 25% off. Promo code SGPN25. Download the Rhythm app today. RITHMM.
All right. I'm just got put into geolocation jail.
Oh no.
Yeah. We'll have to circle back. Sorry, chat. No, not going to be dropping a link in there right now. All right, let's head over to Saturday, where we have a neutral site game between Penn State and Providence. Providence -3.5 projected by
Mohegan Sun.
Colby. Yes, yeah. This is at the Mohegan Sun. I assume Cousin Mush will be in the building if you're looking to do a proxy meet and greet. Cousin Mush will act as my proxy again, assuming he's going to be there. Completely guessing.
You trust him to give off a firm handshake?
Well, now he knows that his handshake will be judged. So if you meet Cousin Mush and you don't get a firm handshake, let me know. We'll address it privately. It'll be a team matter. What are we doing here with Providence laying 3.5, Colby?
I've been pretty sharp on fading Providence. We had the Hokies in Mohegan Sun take them down in an awesome game in overtime. Then we faded Kim English in his return to Colorado. He coached with Tad Boyle, and the Buffs got him. But the first matchup against Virginia Tech, that shit was lit. Providence fans showed up. I expect them to do the same, even though the season's looking a little shaky. 3-2. If this was anywhere, if this was in Chicago or wherever, if this was in Kansas City, I would be taking Penn State. But I think this is too much. This is a road game. This is like Virginia Tech has dudes. That's Penn State does not. As much as I like Mike Rhodes, thinks he's a good coach, I think Providence is the play here. Lay it with the Friars.
Fuck Providence and that trash fan base. Give me Penn State plus 3.5. Rhodes was joking about one of their weaknesses is the free throws. I think they get this right because he was. Did you see him joking about the press conference after their recent game where he said he wanted to fire the free throw head coach? Unfortunately, he is the free throw head coach. They've.
This is a positive for your handicap.
Yeah, I think they're gonna lock in on the free throws and get it taken care of.
He wanted to fire himself.
Yeah, that is accountability, Ryan. I know
like
as
Liam Cohen level accountability.
I know as a guy who's all the teams you're fans of don't have head coaches; they're all interim head coaches.
What do you mean? James Franklin's here. Mike Young coaching a great job this year.
Oh, Cousin Mush says this won't be lit. Students already home for Thanksgiving break. That
great handicap, Cousin Mush. Give me the Penn State Nittany Lions, and they're live on that money line.
Providence needs it more, man. Penn State's undefeated. Providence is in a desperate spot. Kim English is I'm afraid you might not make it after this season. If you can't, you got to get a win. Give me the Friars. I'm sticking to my guns.
Confirmed. Will not be lit. Give me Penn State. Would have been very awkward. This is going to be an awkward segment of the show, Sean. It's going to be a lot of beeps. Next up, Butler, UVA. We're back in West Virginia at the beautiful Greenbrier.
This is Sunday. What's great about the Charleston tournament, guys? I couldn't put the Sunday games on because we don't know who's going to be there, but they take off Saturday because they know college football is king, and they say, "Hey, NFL, we're coming for you." All right, and they play. They pick up again on Sunday, so it works out perfectly for the college experience because we get to refocus back on college football on Saturday, and the same can be said for the. What is this? This ballroom bullshit.
The Greenbrier?
Yeah, the Greenbrier.
Oh, everyone's got a spa day planned.
Check out the pots. Get the pot stickers. They'll be on the. They'll be on the. What is that? The. What are the little things that you light? The fucking
like a toothpick.
Nah, man, you light them to keep the quesadillas warm for fucking all day. Sternos. God, I drew a blank on that shit the other day too. Sternos. The pot stickers will be right out there available in the ballroom. This game's fun though. This game great coaching matchup here.
So UVA is projected to be laying 6.5 against Butler. The Bulldog,
obviously this could change if they lose on Friday.
Yeah. I was going to say we've already talked about these teams playing another game. And so, yeah, I'm not going to take UVA. They're in shambles. The program, they just realized that their window has closed.
Colby, what are you doing? I could go either way here. And I think South Carolina beats Butler. So I'm trying to figure how that would impact the number, how that would impact my handicap here.
You like them more then?
Yeah, kind of coming off a loss, but then the numbers probably, if we're picking at 6.5, it's probably going to be higher. Colby, what are you doing?
I'm on the Butler Bulldogs, man. I think Finley Bizjack and Thad Matta.
Watch your language, Colby. This is a family show.
I think Butler's live here.
Sounds like something like Japan would have invented for businessmen to quickly and discreetly jack
outside
off
of Tokyo. Businessmen enter into these pods where they engage in bizjacking to before they get on their long train ride home to do karaoke and get wasted before bowing in front of their family.
It's like the same pantheon of urban legend as like the dispenser, the vending machines where you can get used panties.
Oh, that's not urban legend. That's real, man.
Yeah. So is the bizjacking. Yeah. I mean, I think Butler mechanical parlay might be fun.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. I think they're live in these, in this game.
Last game Sunday. Oh, last game Sunday, 2 p.m. Again, Colby, I'm starting to think you maybe next time show your wife the pictures of the spa out at the beautiful Greenbrier. You could have been there all weekend catching some Sunday college basketball. 2 p.m. on Sunday on the West Coast, 5 p.m. local time. Northwestern taking on the Cox of South Carolina, -5.5. You got to be careful, Colby, though. It's not one of those places you take your cock out at the massage. It's a classy establishment there in the Greenbrier. Northwestern laying 5.5. That looks like some sort of mutant wildcat you found for Northwestern. Meanwhile, this Gamecock has very large talons. Very large talons.
Do the Gamecocks have large talons?
It was just, Napoleon Dynamite came up. The younger generation has a hard time getting that type of comedy.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't quite get Uncle Rico. Northwestern laying 5.5. Colby, what are we doing?
I'm laying it, man. I think there's no way Chris Collins and Northwestern go 0-2 in this tournament. So I think they're a better team. Lamont Paris and South Carolina. Look, I'm rooting for Lamont Paris. I thought he did a great job in year one, but last year, and looks like this year, even though they're undefeated, they just haven't looked great. So I think Northwestern and Chris Collins and the culture that he's established there will be all the difference.
Yeah, I like Northwestern in both spots, honestly, as a dog against a better team. And then I think they're live in that UVA game, and I think they can cruise against South Carolina. So yeah, give me Northwestern laying the 5.5. Kramer?
Maybe a Northwestern mechanic. I feel like I have too many of the same teams winning. I just got boxed in with this UVA situation. I'm not taking them.
So Northwestern 5.5.
Northwestern parlay.
All right.
They're a dog, then they're a favorite. Maybe I do the money line dog with the money line favorite.
Ooh, that's fun.
Fun types of mechanical parlays happening this weekend.
All right, let's close it out with 3 locks and a dog. Kramer, what do you got?
Lock number 1. Ooh, recalibrating here. Give me BYU, the fake home game.
BYU laying 4.5.
Give me Louisville.
Your Louisville
on the road. Shout out to the great people at Louisville. I think we might actually have a location for a live show if we ever decide to go.
Oh, great!
It would have to be around the Kentucky Derby and digital horses at the same time. Again, DM me if you're interested in some digital horses. I am getting very into it if I haven't been already. Penn State, because fuck Providence and their students won't be there per Cousin Mush.
And your money line dog,
just created some more work for myself there. Money line dog. I think we take Davidson against Boston College.
Oh, okay.
Colby will be there in the building.
Again, yapper.
Firm handshakes from Colby.
All right, for me, yeah. Let's kick things off here. Hawaii laying 1.5 on the island against these Howleys from Arizona State.
Whoa!
Great opportunity for them. I like. Yeah, BYU's pretty. I'll take Akron laying 7.5. Surprised Kramer didn't use that. Seems like a classic.
I'm
Kramer
a little
play.
worried about the Akron kids down on the island. I'll be honest.
I'll also lock up Clemson, laying 1.5. No offense to Mac. I will ride with Colby and his handicap and take Clemson there. And I think Northwestern is live on the money line against UVA in that Sulphur Springs. They're going to be sniffing the sulfur. Give me Northwestern on the money line. Colby?
Let's lock up. Let's start with Charleston -1.5 there in the Virgin Islands against UMass. They get it done. I also like Butler against South Carolina. They get it done. Those are 2 locks right there. The third lock, let's stick to it. Clemson with the home crowd behind them. All right, gets it done against Dub V. And the dog. What is the best value I can get my clients? Let's go with. I think it's Butler against Virginia on Sunday.
Yeah,
Butler money line against UVA.
You could have been here. Look at this place. Beautiful.
Wait, hang on.
It's beautiful.
I mean, it looks like the White House. What is that? Holy shit! You come in on horses?
Look at this thing.
Horse-drawn carriage.
Can you? I mean, it's
you guys gonna get me a room there next year?
Let's go.
Look at you. Could be ice skating.
Look at that. This is fantastic.
This is excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
We got to get up there.
Good times as always. Make sure you subscribe to the College Experience wherever you get your podcast. College basketball college football, and a whole lot more. And of course, check out the NFL picks episode is up. We're going to be talking with CJ, talking some NFL props. Then we got our VSiN show tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Pacific.
Is it true that we will be crowbarring in a basketball show for Feast Week?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And of course, as always,
right now,
25% off everything in the store. Promo code HOLIDAY. And as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
Patreon.com/Sports Gambling Podcast. We have a new episode dropping later in the week.
Kramer, let it ride.